Hello students, this video is in continuation with the previous one where we had discussed about angular momentum. We discussed that just like force is the derivative of linear momentum, the same way torque is the derivative of angular momentum. So L is a symbol for angular momentum. Linear momentum keeps the body in linear motion. Angular momentum keeps the body in circular motion, rotational motion. So in the last video, we had discussed that the expression for angular momentum is given by x mvy minus y mvx. So this is the expression for angular momentum in Cartesian coordinates. And we know that mvy talks about the linear momentum in y direction. mvx is the linear momentum in x direction. So this becomes L equals to x as it is py minus y px. In this video, we will convert this expression of angular momentum into polar coordinates. I had already talked about torque. I told you that torque is a quantity which is related to rotational motion, and we had discussed torque in polar coordinates also. What are polar coordinates? Are theta and phi. These coordinates are used when we are talking about rotational motion, right? So suppose this is a Cartesian system of axis, x-axis, y-axis. Suppose this is the particle at point P which is trying to rotate, okay? So the distance of this particle P from the origin is r vector, and this is the direction of linear momentum p vector. So we have to describe what are r theta phi. R vector this time is the position vector of the particle from the origin. Theta is the angle which this OP vector makes with x direction. And if you extend the line of p vector, you get a line like this, join it from the origin, and the angle made by p vector with the x-axis, that is alpha, and this angle made between r vector and p vector, this angle is phi. So let us resolve p vector into two rectangular components along x direction and along y direction, so that px will be equal to p cos alpha, py is equal to p sin alpha. So these are the two rectangular components of p vector, right? So after that, we know that L is equal to xpy minus ypx. Just substitute the value of px and py here. And similarly, we know that x is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta, right? Because point P has coordinates x and y. So x will be equal to r cos theta, y will be equal to r sin theta. So put these values over here. There's a formula which is made over here, sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. So that's the formula of sin A minus B. Here in place of A we have alpha, in place of B we have theta. So sin alpha minus theta, right? But we know that sum of two interior angles, opposite angles of a triangle, is equal to the exterior angle. So theta plus phi is equal to alpha, and if you take this theta to the other side, this becomes alpha minus theta equals to phi. So alpha minus theta is equal to phi. So this becomes rp sin phi. So this is indeed the cross product of r vector cross p vector. Here phi is that angle which is made between r vector and p vector. So this is something that you have got for angular momentum, and it is angular momentum in polar coordinates. The earlier one was angular momentum in Cartesian coordinates.